issue. It's turning around. It's sometimes like I'll get like a move like I'll nair them off stage or something, and then it's like kind of running, trying to turn around in time, realizing when I have that time or don't. But I think just generally that's been better, and I think it's just kind of cleaned my edge guards up, particularly against Fox, a lot more.
Yeah.
Also experimented more with using turnips against Fox. It's just generally something I haven't done a lot of because I don't like when Fox or Falcon run up to me and like pressure me while I have a turnip in hand. I feel like I just kind of lose access to like CC down smash,
Yeah.
dash attack, like a lot of things that I use. But I've kind of used more because I feel like I've been getting kind of camped by Foxes, and I think it's helped. I think it's helped a lot. Obviously not use it a ton, but watched a lot of Eggdog Summit too, so it was good to have two peaches that are pretty cool. So I watched them. Trif never gets hit, man. It's crazy. He's so good at that.
Yeah, and I
And
think, yeah, I actually have some thoughts on Trif, but finish.
no, it's just I just wanna. I watch like Aura's really fast too, and I'm like, man, I just want to get like I wanna. So I actually really wanna fix my Uncle Punch so that I can just grind tech skill because I just really want to get fast. Trif's edge guarding with turnips is crazy. I have ideas and like kind of I want to try stuff. Trif's just punish routes are really cool too. He's so creative. Yeah, I also kind of I thought of I think we've talked about this before, but I kind of thought about how I don't like being like Trif likes being in the air a lot. I don't, right? I like to be grounded and kind of like Laud, right? But Laud is really fast because Laud has like like hyper float, like super duper hyper float speed, right? Which I think it would benefit my game to be a little bit more airborne because I don't think I get the benefits that like someone like Laud gets by being on the ground a lot. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
one thing I was thinking about this weekend. I was like, man, like a lot of the like Polish is another player, like they love to be in the air a lot, and I don't, right? And I'm like, why don't I? And I think it's because I still think like I miss time fast falls. My spacing is not very good, and I get punished for coming from the air a lot. And like Trif, for example, like they'll jump up FC Nair, and it's almost like I don't know, it's just so fast, and I just don't even get the Nair out as fast as he does. So that's like man, I don't know what's going on there. I want to like watch more closely to figure that out. But so those are kind of things that have been that I gathered from. Love that we got two peaches in an invitational. It's a lot of matches. I love that.
Yeah, so would you like to take a look at some Trif matches together and see if we can glean anything from those, or?
I would love that. I love that. I want to watch more film. I feel like we play a lot, and I would think I was gonna say like I would like to either watch like other people's play or some of mine or go over some VODs because I think I want to like kind of key in on what I could do better because Coach, I really feel like I'm close to like a breakthrough of some kind. I just don't know. I just a feeling. I don't know. I just think about that a lot. Sometimes I'll have a session like I'll finish a session when I play, or like I'll finish a game and I'm like I just really feel like I just need that 5% and I'll go up a level, right? I just that's how I feel. I could be wrong, but that's just something that I've been thinking about a lot lately.
So we have a few options here. Like we have Aura versus Zane. I see Moki versus Trif. There were some edge guards in Moki versus Trif that I thought were quite good. We also have Cody versus Trif. Yeah, like talk to me. What do you feel? What are you feeling?
We could do let's do Trif Moki. Although Trif Cody makes me feel like that matchup is so bad. Trif Cody. Or was it Cody or?
I have Moki queued because that's...
Yeah. I like this one.
Okay, perfect. Let's take a look at this. I remember there being good stuff in Fountain of Dreams. Are you down? Sorry, on
yes.
on the FD game. Are you down for FD?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I'm down for FD.
I like this. I like what I saw here because there was some really... It had to do with the edge guarding that really impressed me. And also his turnip play at high damage. I noticed that
Go.
No, this is one of them.
Yeah.
So, do you see how he set that up?
Yeah, can we run that back?
Yeah, so let's
back here.
So he nairs him off stage with float cancel nair. Do you think this would have worked if he had short hop naired?
No, of course not.
Why not?
I don't think he would have gotten to the ground in time to pull the turnip, because you need to pull the turnip before, that double jump comes out.
Right. So I think in this specific situation he would have been fine, but generally, yeah, we want to make sure we need to do something somewhat efficient. We couldn't smash attack him and do this. I think we can agree on that.
I think of that rule you said that if they're already if they're already firefoxing, it's too late to pull the turnip. You got to have it in hand while they're doing their recovery option. And I think it's a general rule that I have after we spoke about that.
Yeah, and that makes sense. That is what I think the rule would be. But remember, if he short hop nairs, he's not jumping here. He's jumping back here.
You know what I do there, Coach? I for sure dash attack. I don't nair there. My brain would have dash attacked, and then I would have naired, right? Dash attack nair, which puts him higher, which I think gives Fox more options.
It also assumes you can hit the nair, though, because, he's going to go over here, right? He's
gonna move far. Because that's off miss tech, right?
Yeah.
I for sure dash attack. No question I dash attack.
So this is already something we can identify. So maybe, let's go back just a smidge, then. So,
and I also try to CC the get-up attack. I don't try to shield it. He dashes back, power shields, and get that float. I crouch cancel there. I'll try to CC that and then grab.
I don't think that CC grabbing here is wrong by any means, especially because you're on FD and you still have about 50 damage of chain grab left. So I want to be clear, your play doesn't sound bad at all.
No, I actually disagree with that. And I think in this matchup, I think the chain grab obviously is really strong against Fox. But I think Foxes nowadays obviously I'm not playing at the level that I'm playing against a player like Moki or Cody, but I think that it's the meme Fox over 100, best character in the game. It's just hard to kill Fox off that chain grab when they go to the middle, right? You could do the Wally, the dash, the weak hit dash attack to something, to up smash or whatever. But I actually think a play is getting them, doing what Trif did, not going for the chain grab, because it'll just be harder to kill them. Because at this percent, there's DI mix-ups too and stuff like that. I think it's probably better to do what Trif did here than to go for the chain grab, get him in the middle at 100, and then nair or forward throw, because they're probably not going to die from that. And they'll make it back, and if Fox wins a neutral interaction, you could eat 70 or whatever. And then at that point, it's hard to kill Fox at that percent because you don't have a ton of confirmed. So,
okay.
I think Falco's different because I think Falco's recovery is a little stinky compared to Fox, and I think kind of get him off stage and go and I think it's easier to cover Fox's low recovery or middle recovery than high recovery as Peach. I think jumping up and getting it's just you gotta know, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's I think that the nair's the right play.
Okay. There's kind of there's a few different schools of thought on that. I would still defend the chain grab generally here, but I don't think that Trif's play is wrong by any means. What I'm saying is that I get where you're coming from. One of the things I'd question here, though, is what if Moki survive? What if Moki DIs this better, right? So I get that there is a mix-up, and there is a really high reward option when he goes off like this. But what if he just what if he DIs more up here, right? This play is substantially less good if Moki.
If he does that, you still have the turnip in hand, right? Which I think is really important. So they're up and you have a turnip, and you can get turnip fair, turnip nair, out of there into edge hog or whatever. I actually don't think. I think obviously this worked out best for Trif, but I don't think it's that bad if Moki DIs that a little better and Trif has a turnip.
I feel the reason this is good though is because Moki has to upbeat upwards.
Yeah, no, I agree, because then you eliminate the illusion mix up there, so you kind of limit the options there.
Yeah, what I'm saying is if Moki's a little bit higher with his DI, if he's here instead, for example, this is substantially harder to edgeguard because even if you pull the turnip, this is a lot harder to edgeguard because he has the option to illusion or he can upbeat, and you have to kind of pick you know what I mean? I'm not sure that this is a solved situation if he is a little bit higher. So
that's melee too, right? It's like melee's not a formula, right? There's so many things that can go, but
yeah. So isn't it nice when you have something that does 112? Like
yeah, no, for sure, absolutely. I guess that could just be my bias of like I think edge guarding like Fox at that percent's hard, especially I would prefer.
To be clear,
Yeah,
I'm trying to kill him. I'm
yeah.
trying to kill him off the top. Like my plan is to hit something like the Wally. Like
I want to practice the Wally. I to be honest with you, I'm like, no, that looks so helpful that I want to try to grind that. I don't know how like reasonable that is to do, but it just feels like doing that is so good, because you can just really get a kill off the chain grab.
I mean, like, so the Wally? So the chain grab on Fox, I think, goes to what, like 108, 112, depending on port, something like that. Yeah. What is the finisher? Like, what do you like? How?
Smash.
Okay.
So I've seen up smash. I think up smash is probably like the best way to do it.
But like it doesn't work. But it doesn't work if he DIs to the side. Like that's the concern.
I don't know. I have to ask. I don't really know. I just seen it work sometimes. A lot of players don't go for it.
Okay.
That's so sick. That's so sick.
So yeah. So let's get back to this. So we got this.
And he's sub. That's a sub float, right? Yeah.
I don't think it really matters. Like, well, I think maybe it matters. Let's see here. So he jumps once he turns around. I think he just went into normal float.
Looks pretty low. It's hard. It's always hard to tell.
Yeah. Either way, though, I think that like the big thing here is just like the fact that he like had the positioning, right? Like he forced Fox. He knew Fox had no jump. He hit him with the light hit, forced him below the stage, and then just went off from there. Like that to me. Like that to me, forcing, knowing that Fox has to drop within a certain range and then just throwing the turnip down to cover it, like he didn't even have to go off and near him. Moki was dead. That to me is like that's what makes it such a good checkmate, because it doesn't matter what, it doesn't really matter what Moki does at that point. Like I guess he has to go down just in case Moki like recovers sooner. Like if Moki like up Bs at an earlier height after getting hit, then the turnip might not technically kill him. So yeah, but it covered everything. It was really good. Like once he gets the back air turnip, Moki was dead.
Yeah, like I would never be doing like these double jump back airs there. I would be too scared. I just want to stay grounded.
So what about this
so
is like
go
scary?
Back to that.
Yeah.
Like when he gets the drill, that's huge, right? I think that was like full hop drill that he gets. Yeah, like that's just so, I think that's so important. I mean, he gets caught there, but I think that just like having an option against full hop drill, I think is good.
Yeah, because it just like he's just doing these aerials. Like a lot of these aerials are just trading with the full hop drill.
Yeah, which I think is beneficial, especially when you Peach that lower percent.
Look at how he's using his.
Sorry, coach, you broke up. What'd you say?
Oh, look at he's using.
Hello. I cannot hear you. You hear me?
Hi.
Hi.
Are you able to hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It might be my headphone, my audio interface is having issue.
No, I nudged the microphone. That was my bad.
Oh, okay. We're back. We're still back.
Yeah. So like, look. I want to point out something about how he gets like this. How he gets like this falling near around here. So look at the positioning for this. So he's using his double jump to like move back, and then he doesn't even bother with the float cancel because he just has a free hit. Do you see what I mean?
What did he punish? That was nair?
Moki went for a falling up air.
Up air.
Like, sorry, short up air, yeah. So then he's still going for these nairs. Remember, they have like a pretty good hitbox. They're quick, and they cover the space around her really effectively.
Can you pause it for a second?
Yeah.
And go back. Go back to that nair that he got that we talked about on the up air.
Sure. So it would be this one.
And then pause on the tech. Well, go like little. So he gets it right here. And that knocks down. See, like there, and this is like one of the things that I think that I'm like, I guess Trif was gonna go up to dash attack or do something, but then he kind of opts not to. And see, like there, Fox has time to shield, so I will get shield grabbed or I'll get China to shield there every time. And I think I'm not recognizing those moments where it's not my turn. Like I'll get a knockdown and I'll immediately go to dash attack or grab or something. And sometimes it's not my turn, and I'm bad at recognizing those situations. Like there, Trif saw that he didn't have time, as Moki takes in place, and just kind of gets out of there and keeps center. And I don't do that there, right? So, like I'll go like I got to knock down. I got to go in.
So let's like take a look. Let's explore that. So how do we know that this is not a tech we can like take?
I don't know. I don't even know how Trif knew it, because like I'm like, oh, I got a knockdown, and I'm just going right there. Like as soon as it comes, I'm ripping dash attack. And that's a juicy percent to get a chain grab too. Like that's beautiful. Like 30, 37, whatever. That's primo.
I mean, I agree. So like, let me ask you, when does Trif is actionable here, right?
Yeah.
So is it like, so when you see people tech chasing, when do they usually go for their like hits on this? I actually think Trif might have been able to get this, honestly.
I don't know. You think it would have been close?
I think that if he I think so. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. No, he could have done it.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Like
I for sure. But I guess the point stands that I rip it at a lot of moments when I don't have the time. So if he gets it and it was close, he probably said, well, I'm not gonna risk it because if game happens really fast. But I'll always like go there, and I think I gotta recognize when it's not my turn or when I shouldn't go for stuff like that, because then I get punished. And like here, you have center and a lead, and let's say I overzealously do that, I lose both those things. And now I'm getting comboed by Fox on FD, which is hard.
Yeah, so I think that Trif actually could have like definitely gotten this dash attack, like, because it's again. So he comes out now, so he has to dash for 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think it hits on. I think that's when it would hit. I think her dash attack hits on 6. I'm gonna assume it hits on 6, because we also have like these. We have yeah. So we have time to get this. What I think is important about this situation is that. Even if he gets this, I think that the calculus here is like how he hits him. So you see how how he has to like L cancel this nair, and there's like a bit of travel time to the ground, and then like he's recovering. So I think that's because of where he hit him and how he hit him, and the fact that Moki didn't get knocked over. Like if Moki traveled a bit, like if he like got popped up a bit and then like landed here, then I think he would go for it because he'd be better aligned. But I think because Moki teched it on the ground, like got hit, ASDI down to hug the ground and then teched it. I think that was all just like he figured this is not clean enough for me to like really want to risk it.
This game is so sick. Oh, yeah, I agree.
This nair, I think, this type of nair is also like really important. Like the one that kind of like hits him in the corner, on the other side. So let's like see this one. So on the right side, because you don't like Fox's full hop drill.
I don't.
But like
that one.
Yeah.
That's a call out. Like he was already doing that before Fox went up, or like about when Fox is in the jump spot. Pretty close, but.
Yeah, let's find out. So let's see here. So he does this, and then so after the first, so he guards his space with the fair jabs, and then kind of like proceeds when Moki is jumping. And sorry, he goes.
He's a dash back,
and then he hyper floats forward.
Yeah, and he's naring on the jump. Because so I think that this is like the thing I don't see at the speed. So like pause it at the jump squat, like. I don't think short hop nair is a threat at that range. I think it'll go right under Trif, and I think he knows that. He knows the only thing I gotta cover to not get hit is full hop, and he does, which is.
I think this is more of a he's not gonna react on the frame that Moki is like on.
No, yeah.
So I think I think that this is a distance evaluation more than anything.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Like at that distance, short, like, the short hop nair or short hop drill is not gonna be an issue.
Yeah, and it doesn't really get. I'm realizing it doesn't really get better for Moki if he's closer. You know what I mean? Like if he's here and the nair is out, like it doesn't matter how he full hops, the nair is still gonna hit him. If Moki
That's
jumps
a good float range.
Yeah, this is just good float. This is like a very good float position. So, how can we know that like this is kind of a good spot to like go in the air? Like, what are the indicators that we can use?
In this matchup in particular, like, are you out of short hop aerial range?
Yep, absolutely. So short hop aerial range kind of goes like here. So outside of short hop aerial range. I love that.
I think outside of run up smash range too, because I think that's something that I get hit a lot in float. I think I'm floating too low, and foxes will run up smash, and that happens quite a bit to me. I think that my float's too low.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So over up smash too. What else is good about this? We're not like really in the path. We're not in a convenient path for his full hop either, are we?
I think short hop up air probably gets you, but I think at this percent, it's probably not that horrible.
It's also like his slowest aerial.
Yeah, and I think like you can probably see that, and you have SDI options, and you could probably trade with it.
I just mean that the nair is going to beat it. We're putting out the nair so early.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
that's true, too.
Yeah. So let's say, like... So how would we describe where we are versus his full hop, right? Like, we're kind of, like, in this weird, like, middle territory. You see what I mean? Like, with where Fox's full hop places him, I don't think that he has, like, a good way to, like, hit us with it directly. Because it kind of goes like this, or like this, or like, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't really know how to describe it, but like it kind of moves like this, and we're kind of at the we're not really hittable by like a rising full hop in a convenient way here. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe outside. No, I'm gonna say this one is outside full hop zone. No, outside, or it's also like we're almost under, because if he dash jumps, he kind of goes past us, so he has to like come up and then go down. Like no matter what, he has to go. So outside rising full hop aerial. Rising full hop area. Yeah, because this is the real problem. Like, if he comes forward more, we can always adjust by moving back. If he moves back, we can come forward. But, like, there's no good way for him to, like, come on top of us, really, unless he gets us into, like, this. Unless he gets us, like, here, there's no good way for him to really attack us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as a result, Peach floats at that height. So... I think that what we have the reason I'm trying to find these indicators to let us know where to do it is because I think that this is going to be more useful to you to like give you an idea on where this works versus Fox. Because it's like I could tell you this spacing, but really it's that we're over his short hop aerial, we're over his up smash, and we're outside of his rising full hop his rising full hop area. So he has to fall on us. See what I mean?
And that second part's easier, right? Because like once you commit to the float height, you're in the float height, but the latitude, longitude, whatever.
The height.
No, the height you're committed to, but the side to side you're not, right? You can move out of the way or adjust. You can microspace or whatever.
Yeah. So then when we take a look at what happens, like that's like this is why everything kind of works here and why he gets that trade. And like if we
the thing is, I probably up air that too, which I think Nair's probably better there.
I agree. Why do you think up air is why do you think Nair is better than up air?
I think Nair has just like a bigger hitbox, and up air is like a little bit tighter above you, and I think that like the Nair kind of covers more like in front of you to catch those kind of full hop aerials or whatever.
Yeah, there's also a matter of duration, right? Like the full hop,
yes.
Up air is only out for 2 frames, whereas Nair is out for like 30. So it's like, well, not like actually 30, but like I think it's 21, 20, something like that. So yeah, like there's just they're completely different moves in terms of like how long they're out for too. How did he finish the chain grab? So he gets this. Oh, up throw Nair. Okay. You know, I think he actually had an ups. I think that no, he couldn't have up smashed at that angle.
Yeah, and like that's just a that's funny. That's a tough mix up with Fox like up there. You know what I mean? Like what can you know what I mean? Like that I find that's a really tough recovery to deal with. The high one, not the low one, the low ones.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I would say that like the high recovery in general is just like it is difficult to deal with. The way that how does Trif really like kind of set this up? So he gets him off stage here. Covers this. No, can't really do anything about that. Yeah, I don't think that he can cover that one effectively.
Shinestall's diabolical. This character has too many options.
It really does. That's good though. The positioning on that fair was really, really smart.
Yeah, it was good.
Oof.
Just bad ledge ups. Yeah, no, that's.
He tried to cheese him. I like it.
I love that. Yeah, and like go back to that turnip pool. Like a little bit before. Yeah, Fox. Like, that's just a safe turnip pool. Like Fox, he's just not gonna reach him.
Do you know how he knows? Do you know how he knows that?
Let's
slow it down.
Watch it. Yeah.
Let's do half speed.
Because Fox double jumped.
Yep.
Yeah. So this dash back, pull turnip. Yeah.
Yep. So like you'll notice that like the second he sees this double jump, that he's committed to this double jump, that is when he does it, because he knows that like in the travel time it takes Fox to get down, he's not going to be able, like even if Fox had landed here, he wouldn't have been able to get over there in time.
And if Fox runs at you and it commits to dash, you know, you can throw the turnip at him.
Yeah, exactly. This is actually something that Armada was really good at. This is probably one of the best things Armada was good at compared to like Peaches for a long time, because like the difference between like pulling it, like a lot of times people think of turnips as something you do when like when the opponent's far away, but a lot of times like you can pull turnips when the opponent's like far away, but then they start rushing you down because they see you doing it. And then you have this turnip with you, but they've already like closed the distance, and now you have to play like a guessing game because they're close to you. Like you're probably not advantaged in a lot of those spots. But what Armada did that was so good is he would actually react to things like this, like these lasers. So like you'll notice that like Trif is kind of like feeling his way out here. Like, he's feeling things out, he's checking what Moki's doing, and then he commits to pulling the turnip. It's not until he has, like, a sense of, like, what's going on and what Moki's up to that he actually does it.
Was it clutch tech?
Good double jump, sweet spot. Good back air by Trif. I'm surprised it didn't hit that.
I don't really know what that down air is supposed to do.
Which one?
He like short hops.
Was it earlier?
No, it was like around here. I think this next aerial he's gonna. Yeah, that one. I don't really know.
I don't know.
Fox McCloud makes you do silly things sometimes. What did Spark say? You got to do rocket science to edgeguard this character.
Technically, it's astrophysics, but okay.
Yes. See, like, because there, go back to when he grabbed him facing the one right before that grab. This one, I'd probably throw him off stage there.
Yeah, but you have all the space. You have so much space, though.
Yeah, I guess I just gotta commit
another
to
grab?
just taking.
You have another grab here. You can just forward throw in here.
I would have for sure forward thrown because I think that I don't know. Yeah, I guess I just gotta commit to just taking the chain grab all the way to 110 or whatever.
Yeah, like he's gonna like I know that he's not gonna get the kill, but like think about how much like I don't know. I feel like he's gotten so much out of this that.
You get what I'm saying though? Like, you know, like throwing him off like there at 70, like you'll probably have a better chance to edge guard than if out of the middle at 110. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but if he makes it back though, you've only done like 70.
That's true.
Like I get what you're saying, but like I think that for you, if you need things to go right on the edge guard either way, I think that...
That's why I don't... That's having a turnip there sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that I think that the assumption that the opponent will like fail the DI is just not something I really can get. It's not like
and that's actually not a great DI mix-up either, because they're going to be holding in to go back to the middle. So when you forward throw them, they're going to be holding in.
Mm-hmm.
Not, you know what I mean? They're not going to be holding out, where you can get them to as a trick.
Yeah, like one thing I would consider is like you said that like you're always gonna up throw so you're always gonna forward throw there. If you up throw and they like DI to the side, if you think they're gonna DI in on the next hit, why not dash attack? Because then at least you can like combo off it, like up throw dash attack, like soft nair, strong nair, that kind of thing. Like I feel that I don't hate the idea of like ending the combo early. Like I want to be clear about that. I don't think that we're like playing like if we take it like up front that early, I just worry that we're not using the level effectively. That was really good by Trif.
That was a ballsy turnip pull. Well, I guess he was. Yeah, I don't know. He barely got out of there.
Yeah. So what was he reacting to?
The dash back, I think.
Oh no, it was attack.
No, the knockdown. The knockdown. Yeah. That's still like. I'd be scared to get run up smash there. I mean, it was pretty close, but
can he run up smash you here?
No.
You can always shield it for sure, but I think that like the jump is baller.
I don't even think you'll be able to float out because it might push you off.
You hold forward. You shield you hold forward with the shield. You won't go off. Not at that spacing.
That's another instance where I wouldn't pull that turnip because I have him in knockdown and in a tech chase. I actually don't think that turnip pull worked out for him.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You get that fair, yeah, and he gets it. I think I would have just because now you lose it. Now you have the turnip. You can't do a lot of things. So yeah, you kind of.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't think he gets the tech chase ever, so I kind of get why he's doing it, but I feel like, yeah, not having your combo tools versus Fox in the early game is just not ideal.
Still can't grab. That's scary.
I remember
Has Trif down smashed once?
He's definitely down smashed this game.
Not a lot.
No, definitely not a lot. Like,
which I down smashed a lot. I let that shit rip.
I mean, to be fair, it is a good move. But yeah,
I like that move.
With how Moki is playing, I don't think a lot of down smashes make a terrible I think that most down smashes don't really make sense here.
I always whenever I get like wave shine, I'm trying to like SDI out and down smash. But I should probably do other things.
I would say shield.
Oh, that hurts.
So what I would do is actually shield, because if you get the shield up, which comes up in a frame, then you can shield.
That was crazy.
Which one? Oh, that? Yeah, no, that was that.
I went crazy when that happened.
We got robbed. Moki got robbed here.
I felt so bad for Moki. I was like, oh no.
This edge guard is amazing. What he does
honestly, yeah, that was honestly like incredibly clutch. That's kind of hard to do.
The down airs?
Yeah, to not get burned there like every time.
Look at where he is though. There's a space. It's a spacing thing. So where does he start? Where does he start and where does he go?
He starts at the lip and then goes in
slightly.
Yeah.
And then where does he do the next one from after pulling the turnip?
Is that a subfloat or just a normal? He just stays in place.
Pretty sure it's just normal, yeah. It could be a subfloat, but it could be either or. Yeah, it's hard to tell because I don't think it's 60 FPS.
That's not a subfloat for sure. Yeah.
That one isn't. But you can see how there's like it's kind of a spacing thing. Like there's a very specific spot that he does everything from.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I see it.
And like, if he starts here, he always moves into it. And I think the reason he starts here is because like he covers the high angles, like some of these angles by being here. I actually think that this is worth making into a diagram. Because I think that this one is like this one makes a ton of, this one is actually quite, it lends itself to a diagram quite well. So let's see here. What I'm going to say here is...
Why not back air here? Because it's just...
techable.
Techable? When they're that low?
At 80?
Yeah. No, like when they're that low, like, well, yeah.
Well, describe the back air. How does he do it?
What we kind of worked on last week, kind of like getting back air and back airing Fox when they're at that low angle, recovering.
Gotcha. So you're thinking that we would back air like this spot, basically.
Yeah.
So that would work if Fox was at a lower damage.
Okay.
Because Fox goes into gets knocked over at this percent. If we back air him, he's gonna tech the wall, and then be able to act afterwards. And then
he's in tumble. Gotcha.
Yes. So down air, because it doesn't do that, is not techable. So this is why they do this edge guard. So with that in mind, so this is like kind of what we got going on here. Like this is where she starts. Where is the spot that she goes to? Like if we had to like kind of like put where she goes to in this in this pink, where does she back up to?
The pink is where she backs up to?
Yeah, like the middle yeah.
About there-ish. Yeah, like right there. Like where you had before.
Like here?
Look, maybe a little more to the right.
But around here, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Why do you think she starts here and then moves back slowly? Because you
gotta cover that straight up angle.
Right. So if Fox... Exactly. So if Fox here moves up like this...
Yeah.
Like this misses her... Or like it might get hit by the down air, but it misses her when she starts moving back. This gets hit by it, and then all of these angles are the ones that like all the wall right angles that go like this. These are the ones that really get caught by like the or actually it would be more like this. He kind of hits the wall here and then goes up. It's like weird.
Yeah.
But we know how this works. So these are the angles that like that going back here edge guards, because as he's like kind of like clinging to the wall here, like around this point, like as he moves here, her hitbox is like basically hitting here, like through the stage kind of. So that's how this edge guard works. She's hitting like basically this space through the stage. That's why she's backed up to here. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. So this is a thing that we can replicate in our game. So we want to like make sure that we know exactly, we want to make sure that we're backing up to this point once we hit the initial edge guard so we don't get burned. So like if Fox is, where do you think Fox needs to be in order for us to know that like this is what we do? Like what are the, like when do we do this one and when do we do this one?
What do you mean? Like I thought we were doing both. I thought like you're kind of going forward to then.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, are there like where does Fox go after we hit him with the one here that lets us know that we do this one? Like why do we would we always start? Like, let's say Moki's recovering from in a different spot. Like let's say this is Moki's box. What if he's down here to start? Do we go here or do we go here?
I think we do the same thing, right? We want to cover that more perpendicular angle, right? So we go out and then come back in too.
I mean, like, do we have to? Because we're gonna pass. He's gonna pass through this area anyway.
I guess yeah. We could just wait for him to come down and whack him with Nair.
No. But
fair.
No. We could still. We're still doing the down air. What I'm saying is the down air is hitting this light blue area through the stage. So what I'm saying...
Oh, so you're saying that like when he's from like at that straight up angle, I don't even need to bother going out. I could just stay kind of in that pink area.
Yeah.
And put my feet out. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I...
okay.
But what if he was here? Like, sorry, what if he was like over here? Like this spot? Do we start at the green or do we do the pink one right away?
We do the green one.
Right. Because why?
Because it'll be kind of a similar trajectory to the easternmost blue arrow. Right, that one that you're kind of like almost on top of and you kind of want to cover that and not get hit or...
Yeah, so like what we have is this is where our down air is covering. Like, this spot is basically where our down air is covering in the pink area. It's like kind of hitting through the stage in this general vicinity. So with this red spot, we can kind of avoid it by going around it. But with this spot, we cannot. That's the difference. Because if we look at how the edge guard plays out after he gets the first down air, where does Moki go? Right? He can't if we like slow down.
That's why he doesn't go forward. Yes, and Trif recognizes that and just stays put.
Yep. Because you'll see he gets hit here.
Yeah.
Because the hitbox is here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we had it too in our diagram. So really, it's just a matter of like, it's really like kind of like this spot here. Like, we'll use a light pink for this, but because it's really, that's the color we picked. But it's like this is the spot that our downer is covering. Like, it's kind of through the stage. So the question is, can the fox like avoid that area or not? That's all it is. Like, so this is for you, if it will let me copy this. And let's keep going, because I think that this is like you getting burned on this is a spacing thing and needing to know the rules.
That's so beast.
Yeah. And I bet if you knew the rules for this thing, it would give you a lot more confidence.
Yes, it actually would. For actually, I got, and for especially Falco, because that B can kill you.
Yeah, like 120, you just actually die. It's crazy.
Yeah. I remember one day I went for that edge guard and you're like, oh man, that was ballsy by you. And I was like, you know, that's... could have died. I actually don't hate this stage. I don't know if I like this stage or Stadium against Fox. And I don't know what I would ban in a best of 3 nowadays. I like Stadium.
I think that the other games that they're like run back were better.
Flat.
Let's actually watch the games that they're like tiebreaker set, because I think that those ones were generally.
And I missed that, so
okay.
I would like to watch that because I missed that. That was the tiebreaker games were the only things in the weekend I missed.
Yeah, was it in the group phase that they had these listed? That was such a messed up situation. Like the fact that they had like a tiebreaker in like a 3-way tie for pools, like that's crazy. Let's see here.
The pools were like really good and like pretty stacked. Like it was pretty fun as a spectator. Feel bad for the players, but
okay, Group B tiebreaker. Cool. I honestly, the thing that I really liked about the pools is that I felt like a lot of them were. I think that they were surprisingly well balanced, with the level of talent they had. Like. I agree. I didn't feel like a single pool was like so much better than another one, and I feel that way a lot with majors in general.
I agree.
Now let's look at this Pokemon Stadium. Actually, no, let's see if there's any edge guards in here that are like worth looking at, because I think that Trif's edge guarding was like crazy this set, like this tournament.
I love that Mogul Moves jersey. It's so cool.
It is really cool. So here's something. So. It's a small thing, but the fact that he like floats here to cover like forward options and then like comes up with this nair immediately after, I think that's like a good.
So bad at that. That's like, and you talked about that like the other day when we were talking about the back air edge guards.
Mm-hmm.
I realize I'm just bad at that. I'm like really bad at like doing that, going down, like doing that quick enough.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I've been actively trying to work on that. Like when I play, I'm like actively thinking about it. Like when I'm in these situations, like there, I gotta like be quick about, okay, I do my thing, I'm going down and I'm going up to get you. The second like I see that angle upward.
Yeah, so here's one thing I would say. So Trif, if Moki had gone straight forward. How does Trif do this? So Trif, I think, is able to pull back on this if he wants to. You see it, like we can agree with that, right?
Yeah.
So this is what in fact, I think he actually has to, because of like in order to land from this anyway. But with where he's like set himself up, he's able to hit the forward options because then he just moves back, like he moves back a little bit more. And then with the up options, then he just has to float cancel instead. So there's actually a decision point here. Do you see what I mean? Like it's not just a matter of like there's an input difference in terms of what Trif does. Because if Trif needs to move back, like needs to deal with the forward options, he has to move back while he's doing this fair to have the time for it to come out. Which isn't really like a big deal, but like it is something worth noting. Yeah, because Moki would come here. Like, Moki will hit him if Trif does not get the hitbox out in time. And right now, the hitbox is not out when Moki's traveled to about this distance. So Moki would be about... Moki would be about here at this point if he went straight, I think.
I get hit by that a lot.
Yeah, so this is what I'm getting at. Like, on straight, Trif needs to float back. Needs to move, drift back for him to have enough time for this to come out, which he is planning on doing, because again, he is off the stage or like very close to it technically. But if Moki goes up, which is what he does, then in this case, like for this outcome, it would be Trif needs to cancel immediately. No needs to land from float immediately. ASAP. Because to cover this type of, like, this range of outcomes, he has to land fast. So, I'm pointing to... I know this is, like, a simple thing, but I want to ask you, how often do you kind of, like, hang here when you're doing these kinds of edge guards?
Off the ledge?
Or, like, hang in the air longer than you have to in your float?
All the time.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, like, you can see the difference that, like, look at how fast he, like, cancels this, right? And this is my point. Like, he's just immediately ready for that.
Yeah.
So it's like, if he's not coming forward, then we don't have to move back. Honestly, I think the decision point is, if he's not coming forward, then I'm going to just drop my float ASAP.
I think another thing that, like there, like, he gets that straight up air, and I know that at that percent it doesn't knock down, and it's just, like, not overextending. Like, you got your damage. Like, cool. Like, right here. Like, boom, up air, and then...
That was an air.
Off. That was an air?
Yeah. 100% it was an air.
It was. Regardless, like, you get your damage, recognizes that, doesn't knock down, Moki slides off, not going for more. Like, I probably, like, after I get any hit, like, I try to get more. Just probably, like, not a good thing to do. Like, recognizing, like, okay, like, I don't have a reasonable follow-up here, and I think if I extend, I will get hit for that.
No, that all makes perfect sense. One thing I want to point out, look at how high Moki is when he gets hit by... look at how far away Moki was when he got hit by this Nair. Like, from here to here, like, that was able to hit Fox. Like, her Nair goes high, like, pretty high behind her. So, I'm not surprised you thought it was an up air. But it's just...
Yeah.
Like, again, like another one. Like this one here. See what I mean?
Yes, in air.
Like, her Nair's crazy. Like, it's so good.
That one does knock down, and I would have probably... I see, like, there I go for up air. Like, off that tech.
This combo is disgusting.
That's so good.
Trif is amazing. Trif is very, very good at this game.
So fun to watch.
You know, I didn't really like his Peach as much as, like, some of the others, but, like, I was always a
think
Log
he's
fan,
changed.
but, like, he's way more interesting now, like, 100%. I really like his
He's less
style.
campy. He used to really just, like, lame it up, which I don't think he does anymore. A little bit like Aklo, I think, where Aklo, like, I think had a reputation of, like, being kind of campy. And I don't really think Aklo, like, is that campy. I think he will at some matchups, but...
I think that, like, mid-range is just, like, is so good in this game. Like, mid-range spacings is just, like, very strong in this game. And, like, look at how, like, how aggressively he just comes in with this Nair.
And we go back to when he gets that... Yeah, so he gets... Yeah, that up air down smash. That's the thing I gotta do. To punish the... yeah. But sometimes I'll get that, and then I don't really... I'll try to, like, jab or grab. I think down smash is probably good because I think Moki tried to shine there.
I think he's like trying to crouch cancel shine, yeah. Or I think he tried to shine, and I think that if Trif had gone for grab, he wouldn't have had the time to do it.
Because I'll go for grab there, like, right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that down smash is really good. Oof.
Oh, he should have gotten hit there, yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there. That roll is, I think, a mistake.
Crazy DI. I like how
I
he
know.
toted to turn around. Toted to stall and just like kind of like realign himself a bit.
I think that's a good height to toad because you can't really get hit there. Landing against Fox is hard. Fox and Marth are really hard to land against.
So how does he land here? So he gets up here.
He floats in back airs on that side plat.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like what? No. What were you gonna say?
I wouldn't do that. I feel like I'd get hit for that.
Well, okay. So what does Moki hit him with?
Rising Nair.
He's got a back air out. How does he nair him? Like he's just gonna run into it.
Like. Yeah, I guess. Move forward.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like when he lands, you can't start Rising Nair here.
I mean, like he can. But like
I like that.
All he gets is a nair though, like because Trif's just gonna hold down and get hit off the platform and be fine.
Or up air. You can short hop up air there.
You think?
I think that trick. Yeah, I think that's probably good for Fox.
I mean, like you have, in order to short hop up air, you have to run over here, short up air. I don't think that it's gonna be a true punish. I think that like from here, like when Peach lands, I think she's gonna have time to get her shield out.
I don't know. I think like if you're Fox, like you just gotta like make Peach pay for like landing with an aerial.
I mean, I feel like landing on this platform is not that dangerous.
Not that dangerous. Okay, that's good. That's good for me to know.
Like here, what's the L cancel time on her back air? Do you know? Like, do you have it?
I don't know it.
Okay, give me 1 second. Where's Fight Core? Peach. Let's consult this, because I don't think her back air is that laggy. L cancel lag 7 frames.
I guess you're right.
That's nothing. Like you're fine. We're so fine at 7. Like Fair, I could see. Fair is 12. Like Fair's got some lag on it, but like 7 is like not. 7's whatever. I'm not worried at 7. 7 mean okay. So I'll tell you why I'm not worried at 7. So 7, most kill moves come out on 7 or later anyway. Like Fox's up smash hits on 7. That means that Fox has to start the up smash at the time that you land. But remember, his up smash is a stationary move. Like it's a move he does in place. So in order for him to dash, he has to dash for a frame, jump cancel for another one, and then up smash. So he has to actually start it 2 frames minimum before you actually land for this to be punishable. This is why I think that, especially with the platforms and with short hop up air like taking even longer to come out than that, this is why I just don't think this is that like scary. Because like Moki has to start his things, like he has his jump squat to work through, he has his travel time to take into consideration, and all Trif has to do is just land and block. I don't think that this is like, and he's gonna have his hitbox out the entire way down. So there's also like a window where Moki can effectively act too early. So I think this is great defense. I don't really see anything wrong with this. Am I saying that Trif can never lose here? No, like there is a window. Like Moki would have to start his nair exactly now. Like he would have to start his full hop nair exactly now, and yeah, then he gets it. But if anything goes wrong, like he gets probably full comboed because he's also hitting a rising nair, right? So he's gonna go through him. While Trif is facing this way, which means that he's going to be shield grabbable, if not shield drop aerial or like float nair out of shieldable. Like this is so dangerous. This is incredibly dangerous. I'm not yeah. Like that's
yeah, you're right.
I get what you're saying though, like about wanting to punish her landings. I just think that like this is not one of those times. This specifically is not one of those times.
Do that one.
Look at this nair. It's so good.
It's so good.
Like Fox had
the
his back
hit a nair is
like it just cleaned one. Like you know what? I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna put this. I
wonder if that's a thing.
Back hit of nair.
Like to beat. I guess it does just beat back air, like falling back air.
I mean, like the hard part is like getting the angle right, because like you need her like her nair kind of like hits it like this, roughly, but like. Aside, like, as long as you hit with the raised arm, like, yeah, absolutely, because Fox's hitboxes, by comparison, are, like, there's here, and there's here. So, yeah, like, as long as you're, like, as he's falling directly onto it, so, like, Yeah, she's cooking. She's totally fine here. I think that this is honestly, like, if Fox is aligned, like, anywhere around... If Fox is falling anywhere in, like, this general area, and you're here as Peach, yeah, like, this'll work. This should just work.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. And, like, it's a good answer. It's a good answer to him in general, because, like, you have hit potential after the fact.
This player cam is so animated. I love it.
These two have such big personalities.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he's one of my favorite players. That was sad. I was like, oh, I hate when two players I love play. Love and hate it.
Should I ask you how you felt about June versus Trif?
Oh, I was going for June because I love June. You know, before I asked you to be my coach, I had asked Junebug, but I guess our schedules never matched up because Junebug is like one of my favorite players.
Junebug is
like June.
Junebug is so sick.
I'm obsessed with Junebug. It's like literally appointment television. I've told my girlfriend, I'm sorry, I cannot hang out. I have to watch a Junebug.
That honestly, no, like that's sick. You know what? I hope I one day. You know what? I probably actually have had fans like that, but I hope I get to meet one of them.
God, you were sick. You were. I saw the almost JB5.
That was a pretty good set. A pretty good game of a set. But yeah, I think that like one of the things that really stood out to me, God, like the Junebug. So actually, let's talk about the scrap for a second. No, there's not actually much going on there. He just went for like a bad shield grab and like at a time when Trif like threw something. That said, I like how he handles the respawn invincibility here. Do you see what he does? Here, let's slow this down a bit.
Full hops off flat.
Yep. Goes outside the bear zone, yeah. Avoids the up air, and then uses the turnip to protect his landing.
Yeah, he had in the FD game, he did a Z drop and then like floated in front of it that I thought was like not a good Z drop. I thought that's like how you probably should do the Z drop to use it as protection. That's a really good up air.
This is the nair here. Like, look at this, because like what Peach in their right mind doesn't do the dash attack here, right?
I dash attack. I'm mashing A so hard.
But like, look what he does. Like, he stops and then like goes for this because he confirms the sidestep, like the spot dodge. Like, that's so good. And then he gets like I think full stop.
That up air is so good. Boom, nair. You know, the other thing I noticed is that Trif is so good at maintaining resource. Like, that double jump is available. Like, he floats. He has his float here, but he still has his double jump. Which I think is, like, really good. Like, knows when is really good at keeping track of, like, I did not hyper float here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, he dies, but still good.
So, what do you think was so I know he misses the turnip, but, like, here's a thought. So, what if you, like, could it be possible for him to like have checkmate here, do you think?
So after that up air, I know that sounds crazy. I probably try to short hop fair.
He's holding the turnip though.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you're correct. Okay. You're saying like after that nair, he goes down. I probably Z drop, and then I turn around and try to bear him.
So here's my question. So remember in the FD game where like he had, or like FD where he had that really cool like turnip combo at the end. So like or the turnip edge guard. So what I'm wondering here is like, why doesn't he just do that with nair? Like I'm thinking you nair him here, land land instantly, throw the turnip at him, force him or throw the turnip at him when he's like falling over.
Cover
here.
illusion.
Well, you just combos together, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, just jump off, catch it, throw it down, you're done.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, like, to me, it's weird he didn't land.
You die for that.
Because I feel like that setup just works again here. I'm going to actually say for you, if you, like, let's learn how this works. Because, like, I think that this is something I want you to explore. So, in this kind of spot, whether we're facing away or facing off stage, if we hit weak nair or bear here, so we'll make a note. If we hit Weak nair weak nair. Or bear here. Bear here. While turn. Well,
are you writing that with your mouse?
Oh yeah, I can do this with like text. That would be better.
We need to get you a trackpad. We need to get you a trackpad to write.
One, but I'm just like lazy. But yeah, so like you see what I mean though, because like the idea here is there a set play that we can like play for that's like more consistent? Because right now I think that the nair puts him here. If we throw the turnip at him here, can we just then follow it off with Peach? Like catch it here, and then just throw it down at him wherever he goes. Do you see what I mean? Because I think that like
I 100% agree with what you said. It makes perfect sense.
But because Trif didn't go for it, what I want to know is can we do this every time? Can we every time? Like, because what are the terms of this? Because like the big thing I want to know is like how repeatable is this, and what are the conditions?
Off the nair
or bear. So we're trying to.
I think off that you throw you throw the turnip and then go out recast. I think that's pretty repeatable, and I think that even if they dip low, you can get them. I think that's probably good every time.
Perfect. So let's figure out our key takeaways for tonight, so we can give you some manageable amount of homework. I'm thinking that float. We want you to encourage. I'm going to encourage you to go into the air more versus Fox. So let's say let's get better at using at going into the air, especially versus Fox. We want to emphasize. I feel like nair is a lot better than we give it credit for. So using nair to control space at heights where the short hop aerial and up smash don't reach Peach. I think that's a good starting point. What else would you say is something and the turnip thing we want to work on? We want to make sure we're doing that. So weak nair or bear /bear while holding turnip. Let's see. Let's figure out the kill confirms off that situation so we can play for it in the mid game effectively. What else have we seen that looks useful here?
That edge guard stuff, float heights, ret ranges.
The down air thing I think is big.
Yeah.
Yeah, so float dare
down air spacing,
Yeah, float dare edge guard versus Fox Falco. We need to. I
think turnip pull as well, like when to pull turnip against Fox. I think that was like pretty good to like watch, like recognizing the double jump, recognizing like the knockdown.
Recognizing knockdown, double jump, no double jump. What do you feel about full hop? Laser. Full
laser, we talked about feeling out the laser objective of the Fox, and
as safe turnip pull pull opportunities. And then float dare edgeguard versus Fox Falco. How to space and where the hit through the edge of the stage zone is. I'm thinking also, is there anything else that we talked about? No, this all makes sense.
No.
Low float nair. Low float nair hits above us. Nair hits above and behind us. Could be used more when people are playing above us and people are playing vertically. And I think that this should give you a lot to work with. Is there anything else you want to add, or do you think this is a good for now?
I think that's good. I think you're the GOAT, and thank you as always.
You're sweet. I hope that you have a good week and a good 2 weeks, and I'll see you in 2. Take care, okay?
I'll see you in 2. Bye, Coach. Thanks.